All right, so let's talk about this forcible entry door right here. So first and foremost, you need your PPE on. I got my gloves, check. I got my Brain Housing Group Pro, check. My eye protection, check. All right, so now, you know the ditty is gap, set, force. So in this particular instance, I started out with the adze in and got my gap like such, but you can use the fork end of your Halligan, and it's whatever method you prefer to get your gap. All right, so then I drove my adze in there, pulling on the fork end the entire time to let the adze in go further in there. One quick pull and it pops right open. Pretty simple for an outward swinging door. Now for the interesting part, the inward swinging door. So you got these little lines on your Halligan, which allows you to know how far your forks are in the gap of the door. So again, gap, set, force. This is probably the easiest way to create a gap like that right there. You saw the door moved a little bit. Now you stick your fork end in there, watching your lines. So you want the curvature of your forks to go a certain way, right? You don't want it to go in that direction because the curvature of your forks is just going to pry against the door and it's not going to work very well. You want to flip it over and use the forks going the other direction like such. Watching your lines, let you know how far your forks are in there. So we already created our gap. Now we're going to force, or set rather. Driving it in there and watching our lines to make sure that we're in there far enough. That's what I'm talking about right there. Now once they're in there far enough, you simply push it towards the door because you got the curvature of your forks going the right direction. Creates a much bigger gap. Boom, you're in. Now, let's talk about the baseball swing for the inward swinging door. So this was my absolute first time ever attempting this, just because I hadn't tried it or whatever. So I take a couple of practice swings. I think I got it down pat in my first attempt. Yeah, that's kind of ugly. Let's try that again. All right, a little slow-mo action there just to hype things up. I slam it in there, and let me tell you, that door still whooped my tail, as you can see. So, reared back, punt it again, got it open, and I stuck my adze in the gap that I created right there. Pulled one hard time, boom, she's open.